Now, the US government has proposed a new application fees of over $103,000 on H1B visas, a move that could hit legal immigration prospects for thousands of Indian professionals that are in America. The proposal from the Department of Homeland Security comes at a time as an earlier $100,000 fee announced by Donald Trump last September and later halted by a US court is all set to expire on 21st of September. The administration also said that the new fee is meant to recover administration costs of running America's legal immigration system and will apply only to cap subject H1B visa applications. Now, universities and non-profits which fall under cap exempt visas will not have to pay. So, Pragati, another fees that is now being proposed by Homeland Security Department. Of course, the question is what will happen to the earlier fees that was in fact halted by US court?
Yes, Hina, the Trump government has proposed a massive increase in the cost of hiring foreign skilled workers in US with a new fee for certain H1B visa petition. And the proposal has major implications for Indian professionals because Indians are by far the largest group benefiting from H1B program. The program allows US employers to hire foreign workers in specialized fields including technical, engineering, science and research. But there's an important distinction here that this is a proposal, not yet a final rule. The Department of Homeland Security has opened the regulatory process with a public, comment period before any final decision. So employees do not have to start paying this amount immediately. If implemented, the new fee would, come on top of existing H1 visa filing costs and would target cap subject petitions, includes the annual lottery and the advanced degree exemption. And cap exempt H1, petition would not be covered by this particular proposal. And existing H1B related government fee have generally been in the thousands of dollars. A fee crossing $1 lakh US would therefore, fundamentally change the economic hiring of H1B, workers. And that is, and the administration argues that the H1B system has been used to replace American workers and that employers should have a stronger incentive to hire highly skilled American worker instead. The proposed fee is also, designed to generate revenue for wider legal immigration system, including immigration codes and enforcement. And for India, IT professional and US company dependent on Indian talent, the implication would be really significant as companies could, decide that sponsoring an H1B worker is simply too expensive. That could mean fewer opportunities for foreign workers.
Pragati, hold your thoughts. We are being joined by a special guest, Ambassador Sushil Kumar Singhal, former diplomat, also to have a commentary on this particular development that has taken place. Ambassador, of course, a significant proposal that is now being raised by United States. But what Department of Homeland Security is essentially saying is that if the earlier halt that was put in place by US court, if that is lifted, both the fees will be applied concurrently. So it is going to be a huge financial burden for the Indian students and employees in United States.
Certainly, I completely agree that, what is being proposed is, an indirect way of closing this H1B visa program. Because earlier the idea of President Trump was to close it down, but there were a lot of resistance from the industry. So he is now finding this economic way. As you know, the earlier imposition of $100,000 is under the consideration of the Supreme Court because they have, the lower court has declared it to be illegal, unauthorized. And now they have come out with this new idea of imposing $103,000. I don't know how they got this figure. But anyway, this is a 30 days, of course, notification has been issued and 30 days public comments will be invited. And I'm sure that, this will be subject to a legal challenge. And this proposal actually is much more wider than the earlier one. Earlier, if you recall, that students who are studying in US were exempted from this. But now they are also being covered. So I think, as it is, that today the report has come that, the Indian students are down by 15% in a year in the US. I think if this kind of measures are taken, the Indian students will reduce going to the US university. And it's a loss to the US. not to India. India, in fact, indirectly can benefit from this. What is going to happen? Because economics requires American companies to hire Indian talent. What they will do most probably is that they shift the base to India. Instead of bringing Indian talent to US, they will start setting up shop in India. So that will benefit India in that manner. Of course, those who are aspiring to go to US and settle there, they will have a setback. But otherwise, I think it is, in the long run, it's going to benefit India, Indian industry, because infrastructure will develop in India because of the US requirement. So it is going to, in that manner, backfire to US, backfire on the US side. But President Trump will no longer be the president at that time when he faced these consequences. That is an irony. But what is being done is not correct, and it will be subject to the legal challenges because it's still an arbitrary measure which is being proposed by the US administration. I think I'll stop here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ambassador, thank you so much for your perspective on this. Shifting our focus to more news. Now, viewers, fresh executions have